Chapter 14 of the Bhagavad Gita, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, or the Yoga of the Division of the Three Gunas, is a profound discourse on the interplay of the three fundamental qualities, gunas, sattva, goodness, rajas, passion, and tamas, ignorance, that govern material nature, prakriti. Krishna elucidates how these gunas influence human behavior and spiritual growth, while offering guidance to transcend their limitations and achieve liberation, moksha. Krishna begins chapter 14 by illustrating the divine origin of all beings. He declares that the eternal union of his divine essence, seed, with material nature, Maha-Brahma, forms the basis of creation. Material nature acts as the universal womb, while Krishna identifies himself as the seed-giving father, emphasizing his role as the initiator of life. This sacred partnership gives rise to all living entities, binding them to the physical world. This profound connection between the divine and the material underscores the origin of the three gunas: sattva, goodness, rajas, passion, and tamas, ignorance. These qualities of material nature shape every aspect of human experience, influencing behavior, thoughts, and spiritual progress. Krishna invites Arjuna to understand how these qualities not only create but also bind the soul, Purusha, to worldly existence. Krishna describes the three gunas as the fundamental qualities of material nature that influence every thought, action, and outcome. Each guna possesses distinct characteristics, shaping the spiritual and material evolution of individuals. The 1. Sattva, goodness and harmony. Sattva is pure, luminous, and uplifting, promoting clarity, wisdom, and peace. It binds the soul through an attachment to knowledge and joy, creating a subtle dependence on harmony and intellectual fulfillment. When sattva predominates, the mind becomes calm, and wisdom radiates through the senses. Individuals dominated by sattva tend to grow spiritually and engage in virtuous deeds. Upon death, they ascend to higher spiritual realms, reflective of their purity and wisdom. 2. Rajas, passion and activity. Rajas is marked by restlessness, ambition, and a thirst for action. It binds the soul through desires and attachment to outcomes, fueling ego-driven activities. When rajas dominates, individuals become driven by greed, agitation, and the pursuit of worldly goals. This constant striving generates cycles of pleasure and pain, creating mental agitation and bondage. After death, those influenced by rajas are reborn into environments that perpetuate intense activity and unfulfilled desires. Number 3. Tamas, ignorance and inertia. Tamas is dark and deluding, leading to ignorance, confusion, and stagnation. It binds the soul through laziness, harmful habits, and heedlessness. When tamas prevails, individuals become lethargic and deluded, often engaging in self-destructive behaviors. This guna generates negative karma, causing lower births into conditions of ignorance and suffering. The dynamics of the gunas. The three gunas constantly compete for dominance within an individual, reflecting the interplay of forces within nature. When sattva is prevalent, clarity and inner peace manifest. With rajas in control, restlessness, ambition, and striving dominate one's actions. When tamas prevails, lethargy, confusion, and ignorance take hold, leading to stagnation. Krishna explains that understanding this dynamic is essential for spiritual growth. By observing the fluctuations of the gunas, individuals can navigate their inner world and rise beyond these qualities. Transcending the gunas, verses 14 to 20. Krishna teaches that liberation, moksha, lies beyond the gunas, in a state of pure consciousness where the eternal soul is unbound by material influences. To transcend the gunas, one must take deliberate steps. 1. Cultivate sattva. Foster sattva through virtuous living, mindfulness, and spiritual practices like meditation and selfless service. These actions purify the mind and prepare it for transcendence. 2. Detach from rajas and tamas. Reduce desires and agitation associated with rajas while overcoming the lethargy and confusion fostered by tamas. Discipline and self-reflection are key to minimizing their influence. 3. Surrender to the divine. Krishna emphasizes unwavering devotion to him as the ultimate means of transcendence. Such devotion purifies the ego and dissolves attachments, allowing one to experience liberation. A person who transcends the gunas, guna atita, is marked by inner equanimity and spiritual wisdom. Krishna describes such individuals as remaining unaffected by joy, sorrow, success, or failure. They see all beings equally, whether friend or foe, and hold no attachment to material possessions or outcomes. Their inner peace and stillness remain unshaken by external circumstances. Such a person, having realized their eternal nature, is free from the bondage of desires and aversions. By transcending the gunas, they rise above the dualities of life and become fit to merge with Brahman, the supreme reality. Krishna concludes by declaring that he is the ultimate abode of Brahman, the source of eternal bliss, dharma, and immortality. Those who transcend the gunas through unwavering devotion and self-realization attain unity with Brahman, freeing themselves from the cycle of birth and death. Liberation is not about escaping the world, but transcending its limitations by aligning with divine truth and recognizing the inner divinity within. The first step toward spiritual growth is developing self-awareness. Recognize the influence of the three gunas, Sattva, harmony, Rajas, passion, and Tamas, ignorance, on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Observing these qualities as they arise helps you identify when clarity and balance, Sattva, dominate, or when restlessness, Rajas, or inertia, Tamas, take over. By consciously understanding the interplay of the gunas, you can begin to manage their influence, ensuring that your choices and behaviors align with your higher goals. Fostering Sattva is essential for spiritual progress. Engage in practices that uplift the mind and purify the heart, such as meditation, reading sacred texts, selfless service, and acts of kindness. These activities promote clarity, inner peace, and a deeper understanding of life's purpose. By embracing Sattva, you develop detachment from material desires, making it easier to rise above the disturbances of Rajas and Tamas. This practice lays a strong foundation for achieving spiritual harmony. Both Rajas and Tamas must be consciously managed to maintain equilibrium. Channel the energy of Rajas into productive pursuits, like creative endeavors or goal-oriented work, while minimizing attachment to outcomes. Counteract the lethargy and confusion of Tamas through discipline, physical activity, and cultivating positive habits. By transforming Rajas into constructive effort and dissolving Tamas through mindful action, you can maintain balance while progressing toward higher awareness. Selfless action, performed without attachment to its fruits, is a key teaching of the Gita. Offer your actions and their results to Krishna or the divine, fostering humility and surrender. This sense of devotion deepens when grounded in unwavering faith and understanding. By aligning your will with the divine will, you dissolve ego-driven desires and attachments, experiencing inner contentment and connection to the eternal. By cultivating self-awareness, fostering Sattva, balancing Rajas and Tamas, and practicing devotion and detachment, one can navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. These teachings offer a practical path towards spiritual harmony and liberation. In conclusion, Chapter 14 of the Bhagavad Gita provides a roadmap for understanding and overcoming the forces that shape human behavior. By cultivating Sattva, detaching from Rajas and Tamas, and surrendering to Krishna, individuals can transcend the gunas, realize their divine nature, and attain liberation, moksha. This teaching serves as both a philosophical guide and a practical tool, inspiring individuals to rise above worldly limitations and discover the eternal bliss of unity with the Supreme Reality. Please like this video, subscribe this channel, and share the timeless wisdom with the world. Thank you.